OK、じゃあ始めましょ
はい、よろしくお願いします。
う。はい、よろしくお願いします。OK。So welcome now. Our lesson for today is we'll go now with our lesson 34. So let's start now first with our vocabs with our lesson 34 here. Chatomate. Okay, go here. Okay, first let's have our word, our nigakimasu. Okay. Okay, Jen, nigakimasu. Anong group to? Jen-san?
はい、group what?
Oops, gamene. Okay, this should be here. Okay. So we have our migakimasu. Very good. Group 1. Okay. So we have our migakimasu. It means to brush. So for example, to brush teeth, we have ha wo migakimasu. Ha wo migakimasu. Okay. Next, let's have our word kumitate. Komitatemasu. Okay. Let's have this Alma. Komitatemasu. Okay. What group is this one? Alma-san? Is Alma here? Imasen. Jalen-san. Okay. Len-san. Kikoyamasu ka? Okay, I'll get back to Len. Let's have Jen. Jen, what group is this? Komitatemasu.
Kumitate mas group. Kumitate mas kumitate. Group 2.
Very good. So we have our word komitatemasu. It means to assemble. Okay? Assemble. Okay? I'll give you some sentence pattern on that once we go with our grammar. Okay? And we have our word now, our orimas. Orimas. Okay. So we have our word here, oriru, no? This one is to get off, but we have another one of our oriru, oriru. Okay. Mate. Orimas. Oru. Instead. Oru. Kanji is this one. So we have our oriru. Okay, but once they have their mass form, they have the same thing here. We have this one is our orimas, and this one is our orimas. Okay, this first one they have a different meaning for this kanji. For this one, it means to bend. Okay, to bend or to fold. Okay, while for this one, for our oriru, for this one, it means having to get off. There's also another one. Let me show that to you. We have also the oru. Another instead of assemble, this one to be okay. But this one is plain form. They have the same meaning of imas. Okay, so this one is godan orimas as well. Orimas. So it has another meaning. So chotomate. But it has a different kanji. Let me show that to you. Okay, chotomate. Orimas. Okay. So this one, same meaning of imas, but this one is plain form. Also orimas. Okay, this one to be. Okay. But we use this one for animate. Okay, for animate for living things. So go here with it to be inanimate. So orimas has two meaning here, but our to get off here, this is a group two. Okay, group two, our oriru. So let me show that to you. Oriru. Okay. So the sense so we have our group two. Okay. Next one, let's have our kigatsu. Kigatsu kimasu. Okay. Kigatsukimasu. Kigatsukimasu. This one, the kanji for this one is like kiwatsukete, kigatsukimasu. Okay, so this is the kanji of it. Okay, kigatsukimasu. So like saying here to be noticed. Okay, can be to notice or become aware of. Okay, so for example, let's have our sentence wasuremono. Okay, okay, things that you already that you forget. Okay, lost and found. Wasuremono ni, the particle here is ni. Wasuremono ni ki ga tsukimasu. Okay, so like saying here to be aware of or to be noticed the things that you left. Okay, for your lost and found. Okay, so we have our tsukimasu. So this one is our group one. Okay, and we have another one. We have our tsukemas. We have our tsukemas. Okay, tsukemas. This is group two. Okay, so what's our group two? It means to put. Same meaning of okorimas. Okorimas. Okay, same meaning to put this one. So later on, I will give you some sentence for our tsukemas here. So for our tsukemas, so for example, you want to say to put in soy sauce. Okay. But this one, it's more on, let me show this one to you. Tsukeru, no? Tsukeru. Not this really one. To apply, okay? More into apply this one. So for example, I want to apply for a soy sauce. So it will be to apply or to put on the soy sauce. So tsukemas, it will become ito ne. So let's have for our soy sauce, I have shoyu, shoyu wo tsukemas. So for example, ointment, lotion, okay, you're going to apply for that one, okay? So this one you want to apply or to put the dish or this one to your meal. So for example, to apply for the to put the uh, ramen, or to put the shoyu to the ramen, it will become ramen, ramen ni shoyu wo tsukemasu. Okay, that's the function of it. Next one, let's have our mitsu karimasu. Okay, okay. Mitsu karimasu. Mitsu kari. Okay, this one we have our word here to be found or to be discovered. Okay, to be discovered. Okay. So for example, for the lost and found, but this one it's now the particle is ga. So for example, you have your tilde here ga and use our mitsukarimas. So for example, you want to say our kagi ga mitsukarimasu. Kagi ga mitsukarimasu. Okay. Kagi ga mitsukarimasu. Okay. So let's see if this verb, okay, the function. Okay. So we have for this one is to be found. This is intransitive verb. That's the reason the particle as well is become ga. Okay. Next one, let's have our word. Okay. Shimas. Shimas has another meaning not only limited for to do, but to put on or to wear, especially for the accessories. So, for example, you want to say to put onto the necktie, necktie wa shimasu. Okay, so we can use this one for our accessories. Okay, okay, to put on to wear. Then our word shitsumon shimasu. Shitsumon shimasu. It means to ask a question. Now we have our word hosoi. Okay, it means thin. Okay, thin or small in diameter. Although we have a word, okay, that applicable, we have also, okay, let me repeat this word.
Ay,
Hi.
Sensei, excuse me po.
Hi.
Kaming dalawa lang po nila ngayon or may susunod pa po?
Kayong dalawa lang. Si MJ bukas pa siya.
Okay po.
Okay.
Ay, Sensei, si Ate Alma po may internet issue.
Sige.
Pinapasabi po.
Anyway, it's
Mhm.
recorded naman. No? Okay. We're live actually. Okay.
Ay, live tayo. Hello.
Yes. Welcome to N4, and there we go. G2 looks the same with Oriru. Okay. There have a lot of active right now. Si JM Estilio. We have our word usui. Okay. It means thin. Okay. But we have another word now, our hosui. So if we're going to check this kanji, okay, usui, okay, and compare natin si hosoi. Let's see, hosoi. Okay, thin cylinder, it's fine. It's more on for a haba. Okay, this one thin or but the this one is for the small in diameter. Okay, small in diameter. Okay, so next word is we have our futoi. Okay, okay, futoi. It means thick or large. So let's have this word. Okay, so fat or thick. Okay, and we have also our verb futoru. Okay, futoru. Okay, so this one futorimas. It means to gain weight. Okay, so once you add this one becomes a verb, then adding e it becomes our adjective. So we have our futoi. Okay, fat. Then we have our, okay, this is our word. We have our bon. Okay, no? Let's have our bondori. Okay, bon odori. Okay, so we have our word here, bon odori. Bon odori. It means bon festival dance. Bon festival dance. Bon festival dance. Okay. Next word, let's have our supotsu. Supotsu kurabu. Okay. Sports club. Okay. Sports club. Then we have our kagu. Okay. Kagu, it means furniture. Okay. So if you will see the kanji of kagu, okay, it has also in the kanji of inuchi. You can also see this one. Okay. Kagu, furniture. Okay. And although we have our kagi, we have the katakana as well for that. We have our ki, okay, ki. Then we have our sito beruto, okay, shito beruto. seat belt. Then we have our setsumesho. Okay, setsumesho. Okay, so this one it's from the word to explain setsumeshimasu. But once we have our sho, you can see the kanji of this one setsumesho. Okay, ちょっと待って. Setsumesho. Okay, ちょっと待ってね. There's a difference. Setsumesho. Okay, so this one you will see here, it's the kanji of katakana is also, the kanji of dictionary is here, like here, jisho, okay, like a documentation here. Okay, but this one it's a pamphlet or instruction book. Setsumesho is pamphlet or an instruction book. Usually, if it has sho, it's more on like a book on that one. So, for example, we have our jisho. So let's have our sesho, okay, Bible, and we have here our setsume sho, okay. So this kanji expresses more on like book something that with that one. Okay. So this one is our setsume sho. Okay. Oops, the kanji is I have a wrong kanji. Should be setsume. Okay, should be this one. Setsume sho, okay, for the kanji of that one. Next, we have our zoo, okay? For standalone, it means for figure, okay? Figure or like a drawing, okay? That's the reason we have in Pokemon, we have called Pokemon Zukan, okay? Pokemon Zukan, okay? So if you go to look with the word Zukan, let me show that to you, okay? So this one pictorial book. So once we say now Pokemon Zukan, it means Pokédex. Pokédex. Next one, we have our word sen. Okay. So it means line. Okay. The kanji of that is this. Okay, this one line. Actually, word ya has already an arrow. Okay, but becomes here our yajirushi. Okay, it becomes an arrow. Okay, arrow for the sign. Okay, this is for a sign. Sign. So let's take a look on that one. Okay. So once we type yeah, there should be an arrow already. So this one. But let's adding our yajirushi. Okay, it becomes now an arrow for a symbol. Okay. Next one, let's have our kuro. Okay, it means black, but once we add e, that becomes an adjective kuroi. Same thing with our shiro. Okay, shiro color white, but becomes adjective shiroi. Aka and akai, same thing. It becomes for our red. Ao, blue. Then adding e, it becomes an adjective. Okay. Let's have other colors. We have our word, okay, this one, our con. Okay, this one, okay, con. Okay, so this one is another color. This is a noun already. So this is navy blue. Okay, so let me show that to you. Mhm. Okay, con navy blue or deep blue. Okay, so we have our con here. Okay, next color that we're gonna have is we have our key iro. Okay, key iro. Okay, this is yellow. Okay, yellow, but if it becomes an adjective still, drop adding e, ki iroi. Then we have our cha iro, okay? It's for our brown. That's the reason the kanji of this one is this, okay? So this one, we can see this kanji for the ocha, ocha, right? So it means tea. So iro is color. So when we say cha iro, it's color tea. So that makes sense of making color brown. Okay. Next one, we have our, okay, shoyu, okay? Shoyu, it means soy sauce, okay? Soy sauce. And we have our sosu, katakana, sauce. Once we have our tilde of having ka and another tilde, okay? So this one, it's our or, right? So for example, a desu ka, b desu ka. Next one, we have our yube, okay? Okay. Yube, it means last night. So that's the reason we have our yugata, okay? Yugata, so you'll see here, they have the same starting here. Yugata, it means this one is early evening, okay? Early evening, while we have our yube, is it becomes our last night. We have our word now. Okay. We have our word saki. It means a short or a while ago, a short while ago, short while ago. Ne? Then we have now our sado. Ne? Sado. Okay, this one. Okay, sado. Okay, so once we have our sado, it means tea ceremony. Tea ceremony. Okay. So let's say you want to say earlier, let's say, let's make a green tea, okay? Make a green tea. So let's have ocha wo, okay? Ocha wo tatemasu, okay? Ocha wo tatemasu. Make a green tea, okay? So once we have our tatemasu, it means to make something, something, something. So let's me show that to you. Tatemasu. Okay, later on, I'll show to you how to use this one. Tatemas. Okay, to build on. Okay, to build on. Then we have our word sakimi. Okay, so once we have our sakimi, it means first or when doing something before else. Okay, when doing something before else. Next word is we have our nosemas. Okay, nosemas. It means here like, okay, nosemas. Nosemas, it means to place on or to load onto. Okay, place on or load onto. Next, we have our korede ii desu ka? Korede ii desu ka? Like saying, is that all right? Then next word is we have our nigai. Okay, nigai. So it means bitter. Almost this one. We have our amai. Okay. So there are different kanji, okay, for the our taste. Okay, so we see here there's an old here. This is amai, okay, sweet. Next word is we have our oyako, okay, oyako donburi. We have our oyako, oyako donburi, okay. So donburi, so maybe you are familiar with the donburi when we hear this one. It means a bowl of rice cooked. bowl of cooked rice with chicken, okay, chicken and egg, okay. Then we have our word Zairio, okay, Zairio, Zairio, Zair, okay, this kanji, this one, okay, this one, okay, for our Zairio, it means ingredients or material. If you will see that one, you are familiar with our Ryori, Ryori, okay. So you will see there are kanjis that are the same here. This one is Zairio, okay, ingredients. Then this one is Ryori, but they have this character that are the same. Okay, so this one is Zairio. Okay, Zairio. Then we have our gram. Okay, we have our guram. Okay, gram. Then we have the ko. Okay, we can see this one as well for our for the counter for small object. So for example, we don't say ichiko, but instead iko. Okay, iko, miko, and so on. Then we have our tamanegi. Okay, tamanegi. Okay, so we have our tamanegi. It means onion. Okay, okay, tamanegi for our onion. Okay, let's go with our next word. Okay, so let's have our word when we say in Japanese, let's have one fourth. Okay, one fourth. So we have our yonbun. Okay, first is we have our yon. Okay, then bun. Okay, we have our yonbun, then no, then follow with our ichi. No, yonbun no ichi. So for example, let's say one half. Okay, so first is we will have our ni bun. Okay, ni bun no ichi. Ni bun no ichi. Okay, so that's how it works for the reading.
二分先生は2分。
ni bun ne, gomene. Ni bun. ちょっと待ってね。
うん。
Ni bun. Okay, so become one half. Okay, so let me double check that one. If there's such a word there. Okay, one half. Okay, we also have our handman, not this one. Okay, I'm gonna search that later on about but I'm gonna double check this one. Nibun no ichi. Ichi nibun. Let me double check the parts, okay, of the fractions. Next one, let's
先
have,
生、
はい、
失礼します。
はい、どうぞ。
24 by yung 1 half is 半分。
半分 half.
はい。
That's also
半分です
possible.
ね。
But according to the fractions in Japanese, let me just double check it. Okay, ちょっと待って。This, okay, I got here some sources. Okay, so we have yonbun no ichi, no? But for 3/4, yonbun no san. 2/5, okay, we have our nibun, okay, it's bun for our half. Nibun no go, okay, it's still bun, not fun. But for out of Sanju, okay, the go first here, saba muna siya. Sanju nanabun no juni. Yakubun no ichi. Did I answer your question about the fractions?
はい、そうで
Okay,
す。
good. So, naging nakabun sila no matter whatever numbers. Just adding only bun. Because bun, it means part. Okay, part or segment. Okay, let's go. Next one, we have our cho mirio. Cho mirio. Okay, cho mirio, it means seasoning or flavoring. Seasoning or flavoring. Seasoning or flavoring. Next word, we have our word nabe, okay, or pot. Okay, so that's we have some. That's actually one of tradition in Japan when we have our nabe pot. Okay, this is how it looks like. That is nabe. Okay. Next one, okay, and okay, we have our chi. Okay, means fire. Okay, so that's the reason we have when we combine our hana and then hana for the flower. Okay, so let's combine this one, chotamatane. Okay, and let's combine our heat. This one. Okay, anyway. So we have our, for example, our fire. Okay, that one kind, that's kanji. Okay, so let's combine with our hana. Okay, okay. So once we combine it together, we don't say hana hi, but instead it become hana bi. Okay, hana bi because it changes the reading of adding additional character. So for example, we have our Yuki as our snow, okay? Yuki, then adding okay, Yuki, then let's add our Hana. So we don't say Yuki Hana, instead we have our Yuki Bana, okay? Yuki Bana, okay? So that produces, it means snowflakes. Snowflakes, okay? Next one, let's have our Hini, Hinikakemas. Hinikakemas, it means to put on stove. Okay, to put on stove. Then we have our nimas. This one different one, this one. If you will see here, this kanji, it looks like the same with our atsui. Okay, almost. Okay, because it comes actually for nimas has a meaning of to cook or to boil. This one, our kanji of niemas. So this one, it means to be cooked or to boil. But let's see their difference. This one of that is a transitive and intransitive. So let's see which one. So let's go first with this mas, our ni. niru, okay, it's transitive. How about this one? For our nieru, both are still intransitive. Intransitive, and the other one is automatic. Gomine. The other one is transitive. The second one, our this one is in intransitive. So this one, it's a group two, because we know that most of the time our intransitive is in group one, right? So this one is group one, group two. It's in transitive. So this is one of the exemptions here. Okay, next one we have our Donburi. Okay, so once we have our Donburi, we have our ceramic bowl. Okay, ceramic bowl. So that's our vocabs for our lesson 34. Chata natin eh. Okay, let me give you first with some cooking words. Okay. So for example, let's have our to boil. We already have our word niru. Okay, niru, it means to boil or to cook. But once we have for our baking, okay, so we have our yaku. Okay, yaku, this one, fire, this one. Okay, yaku. That's the reason we have our called yakiniku. Okay, so if we go with the kanji, okay, there's involved here of to grill meat. Okay, this one will become yakiniku. Okay, grill meat. So this one is yaku. It means to grill or to bake. To grill or to bake. To grill or to bake. Or to roast. Next one, let's have our word ogeru. Okay, ogeru. Check natin eh. Ogeru. Let me show here. This one. Let me see. Deep fry. Hindi lumalabas sa keyboard ko. Wait lang. I'm looking for the kanji. Oh, this one. Okay. So we have our oge, but this one is not. This one, deep frying. Okay. But it has a different forms of this one. Ito yung form niya. Deep frying. So we have our ogeru. Okay. It means deep frying. The deep fry. Okay. We also have our word itameru. Okay. Itameru. It means shallow fry. Itameru. And we have another word. Let's have our yuderu. Okay. To boil. We have another one here. It depends to the level. Let's see the word yuderu and the kanji behind it. To boil something in hot water, okay? To treat with. So once we use our u, because this one for our u, we can use this one to this one for our ou. Remember, when we say oyu, it means hot water, but they have a different kanji here. But once we use our yuderu, it means you're gonna boil using the water. Then we have next one is okay, kaki mazeru. Okay, kaki mazeru. Kaki mazeru, it means to stir. Okay, to stir. Okay, kaki mazeru. Okay, so those are some words that I'm gonna show to you. Now let's go now with our grammar. Okay, grammar explanation. Our first part is we will have our verb, okay, and we have our dictionary form, okay, or we can have our verb one, okay, verb using our plain ta form, okay, jishoke. Then we have our noun, no, okay, so those are our symbols here. But if we are using this form, we're now attaching here now our usage for the verb of tori, tori ni in our verb with our verb two. So we are using here our verb one here, then follow with our noun no tori ni. Okay. So how do we use with this one? Okay. Kita natin. Okay. So we use this one to like to copy exactly in words. Okay. Copy exactly in words or actions of the verb to. Okay. Verb to what what one has heard, seen, read, or learned, or etc. for the verb one. Okay, so let's have some examples in this context. So let's have this one. Jen-san, yonde kudasai.
私がやると、やってください。
Very good. So yaru tori ni. Okay. So like this one, they say to copy exactly in words or actions that I said. So for example, I want to say, please write what I write. Okay. Please do what I do. Please say what I say. Okay. So like saying here now, please do as I do. Okay. Please do as I do. Okay. Please do as I do. To copy exactly in words or action what has one heard, seen, or heard. So, like example in our grammar, verb one, okay, should be in a dictionary form. Did we make our verb as a dictionary? Yes, we did, right? So this is for our verb one, okay, and follow with our second verb, okay, if we're going to use our torini. Then torini, then adding our verb two. So let's have another one. Okay. じゃあ読んでください。ちょっと待って。Okay, じゃあ読んでください、レンさん。
私が言う通りに書いてください。
Okay, very good. So we have here our you to say. So like saying here that please write down as what I say. So this one, you are the one who will say this. So I'm gonna say please write down what I will say. So this is the action that I'm gonna do, and this is something that I want you to relate. Okay. So as what I say, please write. Okay. So let's have, how about for example, make it in a past tense. So for example, Torini ito. Okay, let's have ito ka na. Yon de kudasai ito Jen. Jen. Jen います
はい。
か? Okay.
見た
はい。
はい。Hello? は
はい、
い。
どうぞ。見
はい。
た
見たと見たとありに
通りに。
話してくださ
It's
い。
通りに。
と、鳥に、
うん。
鳥に話してください。
はい、横できましたな。So we're saying here in this context instead that please tell us what you saw it was. Okay. So this one, like saying here, as what you saw, please say to us or tell to us. Please tell to us what exactly or what you saw. So the dictionary form is used when the action is denoted by verb 1 as going to be done from now. And the ta form is used when the action is denoted by a verb 1 that had been done here. So it means we say here that you already witnessed for something and you're gonna perform the second verb. So let's have more examples. ちょっと待ってね。34. Okay, so let's have. Okay, so this one is our past tense. Okay, watashi ga itta tori ni itte kudasai. Okay, so you're gonna say here that whatever I said, okay, please say it, please. Whatever I said, okay, it become a past tense already. Whatever I said, please do it again, or please say it what I already said. Okay, so let's have this one. Okay, じゃあ読んでください。レンさん。
先生がやった通りにやりました。
Okay, good. Oops. We forgot tori ni. Okay. Eto, chat natin na. Following. Okay. We have ni. So like saying, anong ginawa ni Sensei, ginawa ko din. Okay? Kung anong ginawa ni Sensei, or anong ginawa ni Sensei, ginawa ko din. Next one. Okay, ja, yonde kudasai, Jensan.
ビデオで見た通りにやりました。や
Okay.
りました。
Ay, yoko din. Kung anong nakita sa via video, okay, gawin, ginawa din. Okay? Okay, next one. Let's have now some nouns. Okay. How we are going to use for our noun. So let's have our for noun, our setsume sho. Okay. Setsume sho. So remember for our setsume sho, it's instruction booklet, no? Check natin eh. Hindi ko lang maklik yung mouse ko dito. Okay. Chatamat. Okay. I hope okay na. Anyway, ayoko magat ng mouse ko ngayon. Chatamate. Okay. Ayun, okay na siya. So we have our setsume sho. Okay. Setsume sho no. Okay. Okay. Setsume sho no. Follow with our tori, ni, and our verb. So we have our kumi, kumitate, mashita. Okay. Kumitate, mashita. Okay. So we have, that's one of our vocabs today. So we have our kumitateru. Okay. Kumitateru, it means to assemble. No? Kumitateru, it means to assemble. So like saying here, like assemble it according to the instruction. Okay, I assembled it according to the instruction. Okay, so let's have some. Okay, done. We get some more. Okay, sen. Okay, okay, sen no tori ni. Okay, kami wo kitte kudasai. Okay, so this one is sen. It means for our line. Okay, then tori ni kami wo kitte kitte kudasai. So we're saying here that please cut according to the line, okay? To the line. So this one, because we know that the paper has line, right? There will be like some guide. Okay, like saying paper with light. Chocolate. So this one, right? The paper, so you want to cut this one, okay? So please cut the paper according to the line. So what we use this one is our seno because this is a noun. Okay. じゃあみんなわかりますか？質問がありますか？ありません。
arimasen.
Okay. So now let's go on now about next grammar point is we have our atode. Okay. So once we have our atode, same form here, but it always the verb should be in a past tense. So it means in a plain form. You will be in the ta form, then follow or it can be with your noun, okay, but it will have a no. For example, Nihongo klasu no ato de, Nihongo no ato de, Benkyou shita no ato de. Okay, so how does one this work? This one is denoted by verb to takes place action or takes place after the action or occurrence denoted by verb 1 note has taken place. So let's have some example. The verb 1 here, okay, so this is our verb 1, then follow with our verb 2 here. So it means that the verb 1 should be done first in order for you to do the verb 2. Okay. So for example, let me give you some example here. Ja, 読んでください、ジェンさん。
はい。新しいのを買って、
買った。
後で
It's 買った。
なくした時、買った。
うん。
Tito Sensei,
はい。
新しいのを買った後でなくした
うん。
時が見つかりました。
Okay, はい。So it should be toke, ganun. From type of toke. Okay, so this one, remember, yesterday we talked about the particle no. No here is not a normalizer, but for our substitute. We are substituting that. What do we substitute in that? For our toke, for the watch. So we're saying here, I bought after buying a new clock, okay? Okay, we're saying here, ato de nakushita, okay? Nakushita ka toke ga mitsukarimashita. So this one, it's not really gone, but this one, we are modifying the toke. What kind of toke is that? Ang nawalang relo. The clock that was lost, I found it. After buying a new watch, I found the, or I discovered the lost watch. Okay. So that is the function of the. Okay. So for example, I want to say, 勉強した後で、勉強した後で、アニメを見たい。Okay? After I study, okay, I want to watch anime. So that's the function of our verb to here. So for our noun, so for example, shigoto no ato de nomini nomini ikimasen ka? Nomini ikimasen ka? After the job, okay. After the job, let's have a drink. Okay, let's have a drink. So this one is an invitation. Nomini ikimasen ka? So almost with this one with our tekara for the condition. But once we have our tekara, we use this one with our tekara, which means has a similar meaning of our taatode, but it emphasizes the time context in which the respective event happens. So once we're using our verb tekara versus our atode is emphasize the time context. Time context. So it means that atode, it means there's a possibility that, or you want to emphasize in order for you to fulfill the verb one, it takes some time in order for you to do that. Okay. Well, tekara is not really involves about time. It more on about the condition or the more in the quality. So once we're using our tekara. So let's see if it will show in our Jisho, our tekara. It's not but we have our kara. Okay. From because since out of through or after this one. After nani nani and you're gonna do this one. Okay. Okay. Next one, okay. We'll have actually lesson 34 is very short. So we have our te, okay, verb one, and we have our te form, okay, and follow with our, or possible we can have our verb one, but we have our negative nine, okay, nine, it become our nine, then become your our de, nine de, follow with our verb two, okay, it will become follow with our verb two. So let me give you some example. So you will, okay, つけて食べます。Okay? つけて食べます。So we're saying here that we eat it with soy sauce. So we have our つける with or to be accompanied. So but we are using here our te form, then verb to here. So like say to do with. Okay, to do with. Okay. We eat it with soy sauce. But we have our make it our negative here. Instead